let's talk about Cross. So Cross is currently playing on Prime Video. If you have Amazon, you can definitely go check that out. But before we get into my review for this, I really hope that you guys got a chance to see my interview with Aldis Hodge and Isaiah Mustafa, two of the leads in the show. But I wanted to clear something up because there were two things that happened in this interview that I want to kind of clear up for folks. First, okay, so let's actually let me load it up here. So I want to kind of talk about what happened in this interview because there were some things that happened that I need to address, and there are some things that happen, at the end of the interview that I need to fill in the gaps. Right? So, first of all, in case you missed it, Aldis Hodge tried to play me. Okay? My man, he called me out. So, in case you missed it, this is how it started. Okay? This is how it started.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Aldis? Isaiah, Emmanuel Noisette from the movieblog.com. Brothers, how y'all doing today?
I'm doing good, but I don't see the right Funko behind you.
I got a couple. Others. They in the background.
I don't see the right one. Okay.
I'm gonna fix that.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I mean, which one do you want?
I'm talking about
a couple.
Mine.
He's talking about his.
It's supposed to be a Hawkman Funko.
I will get that for you, and I promise you,
I can't even do the interview now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm out.
So brother Aldis called me out, and I will admit, I did not have the right Funko Pop. But as a man of my word, what did I say? I will fix that. Brother Aldis, it is fixed. Okay? You see it? I got it. I did it. Okay? Somebody go tell Brother Aldis I support the brother. Okay? And listen. It's right there. All right? You right there with King T'Challa right next to him. It is fixed. It is done. Somebody go tell Brother Aldis it is complete. So, now that we got that out the way, I think we can go ahead and talk about Cross right now. So, just to give you a quick, intro into this, Detective Alex Cross, of course, this is based off of the novels, and Cross is faced with some compelling mysteries, some that have to do with his career and some that obviously will affect his personal life. And he has to traverse all of these while also dealing with his own personal issues along the way. So, as normally I do, I will give you guys what I thought was good first. And I think that the first thing that I really, really enjoyed was the supporting cast. Isaiah Mustafa, as you see here on the right, I thought he played his role as John's best friend. As Cross's best friend, John. I thought he did a really, really good job. Him and Aldis, they have such a great on-screen chemistry together. You could really feel their friendship or even their brotherhood through the screen. There are a lot of other characters, like in the show, that I thought did a very good job. The villain in this story, and I'm not gonna, point it out because I don't want to spoil it for y'all. But the villain, oh my gosh, like the villain was the perfect psycho. Perfect psycho. You got other characters in there that I couldn't stand them. Like I could not stand certain characters. I mean, in a good way, right? Like you're meant to not like certain characters. But yeah, I didn't like some of them. But that's just a testament to how good they did. But at the end of the day, you are coming here for Aldis Hodge. Aldis Hodge does a wonderful job in his performance as Alex Cross. I thought that he did a good job of exhibiting all of the many layers of his character. I really loved how he could be the smartest person in the room, a loving dad and a husband. But I really, really liked how Hodge didn't hold back whenever he had to show his character's vulnerabilities, especially when it came to his own personal mental health. And I mean, for those of you that know about the character, like he has he's a psychologist also, right? He's a detective with a psychology degree. So the fact that the psychologist is dealing with his own trauma and stuff, that to me was very, very compelling and very intriguing. Also, I really enjoyed the overall mystery in this story in the season. I liked how it wasn't just one thing that was going on. You actually have two big mysteries that are happening at the same time. And I liked how they kind of intertwined a little bit. That to me just really worked very well. And of course, listen, I really liked the whole idea of the portrayal of two black men just being friends who are cops, but at the same time, they don't shy away from the themes, some of the social themes that would come along with this. You have the tension of the black community dealing with police. You also have the intensity of being a black police officer dealing with social issues in the community. So the fact that they did not shy away from that, I thought it really added a level of authenticity. I personally have friends that are black police officers, so I hear these sides, from both lenses, and I thought this show really did a good job in capturing that in a believable way. So I thought that was done very well. There was one thing. Now we got to shift over to the bad. There were a few times that I thought the pacing was a little bit off with this show. There were some scenes that kind of dragged a little bit. There were some other times when I thought some of the characters probably could have been fleshed out a little bit better. We could have gotten a little bit more behind, certain characters, because there were times people would just show up and I'm like, why are you here? What are you doing? It just did not add up all the way. And oddly enough, and this is very strange, I thought that even though there are 8 episodes in this season, I thought episode 7 was the perfect way to end the series, or the season. But it didn't end there. Episode 7 had a fantastic cliffhanger. It seemed like everything wrapped up, but like once you get to episode 8, which is the last episode, it felt like it kind of dragged a little bit more, and it felt like it just did not know the right time to end, and it kind of affected my desire to see what happens in the next season. So I don't think that they really did a good job with that decision making. But let's get to the reason. Listen, I think that Cross overall is a fresh, compelling detective series, and I think it keeps you engaged from the beginning to the end, especially with a really good mystery story. Obviously, Aldis Hodge is the perfect version of Alex Cross, in my opinion. The story, the mystery, it does exactly what you need it to do, and that's usually the hardest part. So when it comes to the rating for Cross, I'm probably going to give this probably like an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't perfect, but I did have a good time with it. And I did, I enjoyed watching it all the way through. I think that if you like the novels, the Cross novels, which I have not read, but I think if you like the novels, you will like this. I think if you like series on Amazon, kind of like Reacher, I think you can also like this as well. And again, all 8 episodes are currently available on Prime Video. And apparently, Amazon liked this so much, they already greenlit a season 2. So this is not something that you will feel cheated by in any way. But anyway, you guys let me know. Have you already watched all of season 1 for Cross? Do you plan on watching it? If and when you do, come on back to this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. All right. Now there was one more thing I wanted to address, and that was also in this interview, and it was at the very end of the interview. Let me see if I can get to it. Yes, I think it was right about here. It was right about here. So I just want to go ahead and address what happened at the end.
Deal with. Yeah.
And we're not shying away from that.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate every single thing that y'all said and what you guys put out there on that screen. Fantastic work. Thank you so much for your time. Aldis, there's a multiverse out there. I need to see you as Black Panther, brother. I need it. Thank y'all so much. So, in case you missed it, Aldis said something right after that. He said something right after that, but the powers that be cut that video short. I didn't do it. Like, listen, I tried to plant the seed now. I tried to go ahead and be like, hey, man, T'Challa right there, bro. T'Challa is right there for you, okay? I tried, but they cut it off. But I'm going to tell you what he said. So, yes, he was laughing about it. And for those of you that don't know, back in 2011, Aldis Hodge had expressed the desire to play Black Panther. Obviously, this is way before Chadwick ever got it. But what he said was he laughed about it, of course, and he was like, man, somebody better go call Marvel. Which means, at least the way I'm taking this, he's not opposed to playing Black Panther at all. That's the way I'm interpreting it. And maybe we do need to go call Marvel. Maybe we do need to let Marvel know your Black Panther variant, reboot, whatever. The next T'Challa, whatever you want to call him, he's right there. And I've told y'all, if you watched what was that? Black Adam, that was his audition tape right there where he could play Black Panther. Now, I don't know if my brother can go ahead and do the African accent, but listen, you got the acting ability. He could be definitely eye candy for the peoples out there, and he can do physical stuff. What are you waiting for? What else are you waiting for? So anyway, just wanted to give y'all that little inside tip right there. Again, Aldis Hodge to me would have been a perfect casting of T'Challa if they end up doing that. And it seems like he doesn't have a problem with it. Seems like it. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think about Cross. If you have seen it, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.